you watched the end of the last video, Greyhound Terminal in the Coliseum, said I had other plans other than US 119, and I do, because I have to start heading north to my cousin who's just outside of Akron, and he lives right off of Ohio State Route 21, which was the former US 21. US 21 is now pretty much a defunct highway. Was replaced by I-77. Well, this is cool. Yeah, I know. There's a Mercedes on my tail, but there we go. Now I'll let the Mercedes go by me. I didn't know about this. This is a bougie area. But the reason I am here is I am going to follow, rather than taking, and believe me, I could be to Akron in less than 3 hours from here. But that's now, we're not taking I-7. Why would I want to take I-77 when I can search out, and researched, the original US 21 that is now defunct? And oddly enough, it starts right up here. Within the next mile or so, you will see West Virginia State Route 21. Now, the route it took through Charleston, not sure. And it basically followed US 19. What is now, it followed 77 south. Basically. I-77 completely replaced US 21 everywhere north of Whitesville, Virginia. Now, US 21 does exist from Whitesville, Virginia, following 77 through Charlotte, North Carolina, past Columbia, South Carolina, and then keeps and kind of jogs and ends on the South Carolina coast, right on the Atlantic Ocean. Maybe a drive for another day, even though I would have to go through downtown Charlotte. But this part isn't signed. Well, it said they are state routes. So I am going to follow State Route 21, and it goes up to basically Parkersburg, West Virginia, which is where I'm going to call it a night. Okay, I could have got gas there. This is West US 60 right now, which would probably have run concurrent with 21, depending on the routing. Okay, this is where there were two ambulances that followed me as I was starting the video. Here's where one of them is. So the first part will be the West Virginia part. And the second part tomorrow will be the part where I go up to Akron. North of Akron, when State Route 21 joins with 77, well, actually it's Independence Road. I might do a quick video if I have free time from my cousin, where I can do the third part from Akron to Cleveland. Basically Independence Road. I know it well. My range is 150 miles. Marietta, Ohio, which is across the road north from Parkersburg, right where 77 is. So anyway, past the Dollar General here. Gonna do this. West 60 is the left lane, but North State Route 21 is the right lane. And here we go. The former, long defunct US 21. Enjoy the ride. A lot of 277 signs along the way, because this is the road that road replaced. Sissonville. Oh, okay. Sissonville, West Virginia. I know these towns. Just never been. All right. I'll stay with it here. Sissonville. And when I went to school, I met so many people. Piggly Wiggly! Oh, Sissonville 6. Alright, well that's Sissonville High School. Corporation. Yeah. So dick waiting for somebody. Is he waiting on a ride? Is he waiting on the mail? And he's just looking down the road like he's waiting for somebody to show up, leaning on his cane. Here's the town proper. Sissonville. Wait for all the locals. The locals are starting to fan out. Going to wherever they're going. Sir, that's quite the hill that your driveway's on. Sissonville Elementary. Not much of a town component aside from the church. I guess the town component was all kind of on the south side there where the high school was. Gotta love the houses that are built right on the edge of the road. It's a West Virginia, southwestern Pennsylvania thing. Oh my God. Hello. Hello. There are serious pieces of road that are starting to fall in. Hello. Which way is that pop-up storm heading? Hopefully I can run away from it. Hopefully the flow is south. Hopefully they're moving south. Backwoods Bar and Grill. Indeed. No, I don't want to turn into the storm. I want to turn away from the storm. We're not going that way. We're going this way. I see. I see Smokey Bear up on the freeway. Nope. Yeah, it is under. They're paving. It's one lane. So is this. I don't have the trucks. drives and just go till the end of the day and then figure something out. I have a goal, but I don't care. But today is, I have more than enough time. I want to get another hotel room. First 2 nights of camping were great. The weather's too dicey up here, although the temperature is ideal. But it was a cool riverfront hotel in downtown Marietta, Ohio. That looked interesting, and the price was very reasonable. So I figured, man, free Wi-Fi. Hopefully it's good. I can do some, I need to do some uploading. Do some business. Get a late start tomorrow. And again, although it'll be a little longer drive tomorrow, I'll have to break up tomorrow. I think this US 21 segment is a 3-day, 3 and maybe even a 4 video. I think it might be, it's probably 2 hours, maybe. Because this is probably only going to be an hour and a half. The other one might be about 2 to 2.5 with stops. I'll probably do more stops. Be going. Charleston, Parkersburg, crossing. Be leaving the freeway for a little while. Yay. I still have a 134-mile range, which is a piece of cake. Looks like more clouds than sun in our immediate future. Lovely. I'm not even sure this is signed State Route 21 anymore. Hasn't been for a while. But obviously we've just been following the road. It's still on the map, it's still signed State Route 21. This hasn't been a lot of road signs stating it. Interstate days, if you wanted to go to Florida from Ohio, this is it. detour. I'm gonna have to take 77. Road must have got washed out. Road closed 25 miles ahead, local traffic only. Well, I'll have to take, so, well, shucks. Well, we'll rejoin it up in Fairplan. There is a backroads detour. I don't know how reliable that would be. That's 25 miles. Alright. I see an Exxon up here. So this is an excellent opportunity for me to take a break and let's figure this out. We're gonna go explore a back road detour. says that road's closed too. Nope, I gotta bail. I've got to bail. Google says that road's closed too, and I'm not going to go up that way and take the chance. It isn't a posted detour. Alright, never mind. Yeah, until I maybe there was a creek there that just washed out everything. So, all right, we'll take 77 up. We'll just bag this. We'll just bag this portion. Backtrack to the town of Fairplain, though, and we'll give it its due. That'll be the next exit. Yeah, there's a back roads way around that circles around, but then I don't want to go all the way up there and find out that road's closed too. And there's plenty of 2-lane road to go. Tank of gas, I can mess around with it. Know what that calls for? Cheese sticks. try. But we only missed about 6 miles. Which I've only been to maybe once or twice, and that was in my youth. Locals in Georgia say Henry's. And oh, I forget the town, Georgia. If I'm truly editing this, I'll put the name of the town. Signal on and you are looking to turn, your GPS, wait a minute, you got a left turn signal. Oh, okay. You're confused. I understand. Welcome to Ripley, West Virginia. I think I remember a couple people from Ripley from college. Wow, a dead Chevy dealer. Wow. You don't see that very often. That's a pretty modern looking, that's a current Chevy dealer look. Not a lot of cars on the lot at the Jeep and Dodge dealer either. Nice police station though. Ripley High School. Vikings! Go Vikings! I didn't realize Biscuit World was a chain. I don't know, food truck? One of these DQs, I'm going to stop and get a blizzard. I was thinking that this was where US 33 cross. Gonna turn here. I finished my cheese straws from Georgia. Thank you. Go once around the square here. Ah, shoot. And we'll go around the courthouse here. Alpine, Old Kelly Hotel. Alpine Theater. That's the way out of town. Yeah, we'll just go around the Jackson County Courthouse. Jackson County EMS, probably an EMS worker. So, that is Ripley's, West Virginia. Ripley, not Ripley's. Oh, there's some restaurants over there on the right here. I see a pizza shop. Oh, pardon my hand. I'm a professional videographer. The Frugal Frog. Alright. Continue north on 21 after this light. There's been a few of these where I've had it off all of 1 second. Of course there's a 1-lane road ahead. Yeah, didn't catch it this time. See on the other side of the flag. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a stoplight on the other side here. I better hurry. That light isn't very long for people. New bridge. Okay. I was just looking at the way. The only way I was a little confused is where the road goes through Parkersburg. I think it stays in West Virginia until we get to, I don't think it crosses the river with 50. I think it stays, it becomes West Virginia Route 14 into Parkersburg and then up to Marietta. But this stays County Road 21 all the way to Parkersburg. So, barring any other road closures, and we're under 50 miles. So about another this version. We'll definitely take it into the center of town. Because that's where US 21 would have gone. And then up into Marietta, Ohio. And for the most part, although it's not signed like 21, but it's mostly Ohio State Route 821 until it gets up closer to my cousins, and then it actually becomes State Route 21. Why it's not State Route 21 all the way through the state, I don't know. Most of the rain was going to be overnight. I-79 seems to be that. Draw a diagonal line. businesses. I did manage a YouTube update through the end of July, with one a week, and I've gone between two. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a local. I have a couple locals that I might be able to throw up, but now that I have all this content, and with September coming up, maybe I'll go to 2 a week. We'll see. You'll always get a Sunday drive, though. This has been a wonderful drive, even with the rain. Watching the Open, the British Open golf tournament. First tee time is like 2 a.m. Eastern. I think the broadcast starts at 4 a.m. I used to get up for it and watch it all day long. If I wasn't road tripping, that's probably what I've done. I believe they do stream it online. I was watching the broadcast since I was in a hotel. Civilization here shortly. First will be the town of Mineral Wells. West Virginia State Route 14, and we'll take that north into downtown Parkersburg. I would assume that would have been the route. And I see State Route 14 follows the river north out of Parkersburg. I just have to see where it crosses the old bridge into Marietta. I think there's an old bridge still into Marietta. I don't think 77 is the only crossing these days, but I will check. I'll have to get something to eat other than peanuts. I'm not sure if I want to go do a restaurant thing. Truck detour, use I-77. Oh, south. Okay. West Virginia 14 south closed in 20 miles. I do not have to worry about that. Okay, north 21 this way to 14. Alright. Split there for some reason. Junction 14 and 21. Sure, because of the 77, the bridge and everything. Yeah, it was probably a lower bridge. See where the power poles were. Yep. But now it's a big road. North Pike Street. God darn it, that's the old road. I turn around up here. I can. That's alright. Oh, no. I should have turned around. That's alright. Get off of this here. I missed the old road. I'll catch it here. Had a feeling that little 1444. There it is. Yeah, the road that turned right behind those hotels. Pike Street. Yeah. See. Sorry about that. I had a feeling. So we'll just do this for a little bit. We'll stay 2-lane as much as possible going into town. to the... Oh, well, okay. It's not the 4-lane monstrosity. Pike Street does go straight when we start getting into town, though. Get off the main thing. Welcome to Parkersburg. Let's see, Walmart, Bob Evans, Speedway, car wash. Good on gas. I don't think I want to go to Wally World. This Giant Eagle territory? Might be Giant Eagle territory. Aldi? Oh, sorry. No, I only want a couple sandwiches. There's the old street. Hardee's to 77. I'm not going that way. That is the smallest Walgreens I have ever seen. North 14. I think on this next light, the road kind of splits 3 ways. Correct. Yes, it says North 14 goes that way, but that's the the fancier way. I'm gonna take the straight. I'm gonna take the old street. That's obviously put in more recently. Yeah, it's probably 70s or 80s. On my map, this is sign 14. This would be it. Also works its way into downtown. Although that does go into town. This is the original. I like to try and take the OG. Log Cabin Club. Got that with an old motel. That was an old, yeah, those are apartments now, but that used to be like a, that would have been a traveler's motel back in the day. So, pretty confident that this is the original US 21. A motel like that would have been on the route. Now we'll take a spin around downtown Parkersburg. was in college, my girlfriend in college, Debbie, is from Parkersburg. So I was here a few times. Barely remember any of them. Although I do have moments. I do have moments. So, I dated a girl from Parkersburg, West Virginia. Well, let's see how this goes into town. Crosses a bridge, the Little Kanawha. Dumps into the Ohio River down here. Yep, this is old US 50. New US 50 is the overpass there. My bad. That's the new US 50, but the old US 50 is across the river. Under the railroad tracks is probably where US 21 would have gone and jumped onto US 50, which would have been right on the other side of the railroad tracks. But this will roll into downtown just as well. And hey, who knows? This wouldn't have been, maybe, never know. I'd have to look at old maps and see where 21 was routed, but I would assume it would have come in where US 50. Would have come into town, but no matter. This way. Old cemetery, yeah, the old part of town here. Welcome to downtown Parkersburg. I better get off of these tracks. Oh, okay. Well, 14. Yeah, this is the new routing. Lots of one-way streets. Yeah, there's the old bridge over to the Ohio River side. That's Belpre, Ohio. On the other side of that bridge. I'm not going to go there. Okay, oh, that was two-way. Yep. State Park, North 14, right lane. Alright. Parkersburg. Been a while. That's alright. Yeah, courthouse. So we are down here at the junction of the rivers. We'll go down to that. The Blennerhassett Hotel. What a classic old hotel there on the left. So this is downtown. One Government Square. On the other side of that wall is the Little Kanawha River. Going over. Blennerhassett Island Historical State Park. So I have to park. Welcome Center, Parkersburg. All right, I got time. Let's take a little park, shall we? And walk around, and then we'll head up to Marietta. Well, I saw a small car drive in there, so I guess I could have driven in. Women of Courage. Evidently, this is a flood wall. Yep, 3-hour parking limit inside Point Park. That's all right. I needed to stretch my legs anyway. Yeah, this is good enough. Yeah, I could have drove in. Cool. No parking on grass. Welcome to the Ohio River. A couple bridges up there. Oops. I walked down a little bit. I didn't realize there's such a big flood wall here. And we'll walk down to it. There's somebody with a bicycle. I don't know if it's a homeless person or just a yeah, where that gentleman is, nice, is the confluence of the Little Kanawha River and the Ohio. That's good. There's a couple bikes down there. I don't know if they're exercising or if they're homeless. Yeah, I wish I'd seen a car drive in through me. There was plenty of parking, as you saw there. Cool though. Yeah, it's a hell of a flood wall. Not pretty, but necessary. Okay, so no, there's a Sheets. Uh-oh. I may have to stop before I leave town. Not that I wouldn't see one in Marietta, but that's where I can That would be my fine dining for the evening. Will I be able to get out of there? Yeah, I'll be able to get out of there. Alright, I'm going to go to that Sheetz and grab dinner. I got a steak salad, which, if you don't know what steak salads are in Pittsburghese, it's basically lettuce with steak and french fries on it and ranch dressing. It's not healthy. We have a police action in the area of where I need to go, so I'm going to try and detour around it. That left is where I needed to go, but like I said, there is a police action, so we're going to go up a couple blocks. Uh-oh. Right turn only. Kind of make a left. Storm cloud building. Tried to jump the light, huh? No police actions here uptown. Town Place Suites Marriott. Oof. Great timing on these lights up here. Fine timing on these lights. No wonder it's a cluster up here. Hello, young boy. Lemonade, $1. This way will get me where I need to go. Very well be. It's kind of that might have been. Okay, I'll have to make the turn sooner or later. Looks like now's the time. Cross traffic does not stop. Come on, light, do me right. Ah, you didn't. Thank you. Julia Ann Historic District. Somebody G that for me. And I'm leaving the Julia Ann Historic District. Riverview Cemetery. Certainly is. Okay. No turn on red. Alright. State routes 60, or is it 68? And 14. Storm rolling in. To toll Ohio 7 toll. They added a toll. They must have upgraded to freeway. Wow. Now maybe the bridge is a toll bridge. Okay, there's 68. 14. Nasty storm to the west. Hope it moves southeast. Well, it's got a couple scary dangly things on it too. Center lane is not the fast lane. We're rolling out of Parkersburg and into, there's a few strings of towns. The next one is Vienna, West Virginia. This is all going to be like a strode. Probably could have went on the other side, on the Ohio side, and but I truly think this was the US 21 original route. But Ohio 7 does hug the river and is not a strode, so there's that. I guess I should have took it. This storm is coming this way. If I can't roll through a bunch of these lights. able to tell. Going to run into a DQ. Oh, we got that instead of the sheets. All good. I still have plenty of time on this trip to get DQ. Hey, there we go. Buy a van for the trip home. when I cross the river into Ohio, my hotel is pardon me. My hotel is right where the what is this body of water? The Muskegum River flows into the Ohio. My hotel is right there at the point. For the price I paid, that's an awfully decent price. What? Black Diamond Brewery and Distillery, 1 block away? Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten sheets at all. We'll do a quick loop tour of downtown Marietta. And I have Marietta stories. The prominent community in a previous life. Not much longer after the dating the Parkersburg girl. So I have a lot of history in this area. I'll save the stories for tomorrow. Because we are almost to Williamstown. The last town of the day. Not a moment too soon. But the storms have really kicked up. Williamstown. The storms are really kicking up. this light. Italian restaurant. We'll get across the bridge here. Thanks for coming along with me on this drive, exploring the former US 21. We'll continue it in the next video as we cross the mighty Ohio River into the Buckeye State. As always, take the road less traveled, like I did for the most part today. And it was sure worth it today. Thanks for riding along, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you in the next video. Welcome to Ohio. I checked in, made it to my parking spot for the night. Not a bad parking spot. But I think I have to wait for this storm to pass now before I get my things and get in the house, into the hotel. I'll show you the room. It is an old classic hotel. It's got some character and some characters. Should be an interesting night.